and the memories bring back you.
Often having a chat to someone with dementia is really quite hard work, but usually because it's a family member, no one wants to say it's hard work. So what we do is create a simple board for making notes. Part of it's a calendar, part of it's reminders, part of it's what's important to me, but it helps you have the conversations with someone with dementia.
Got a puzzle here because people like doing jigsaws, but we've also got crosswords and word searches and things that are more language based as well, so we're just trying to promote lots of activities really to promote your brain health. We've got lots of old pictures of Stockport here that helps to reminisce, as well as objects of reminiscence as well that people like to look at and think about.
One of my roles in the clinic is a more specialist role that looks at people who are driving, and what we want to do is keep people driving safely for longer, as long as possible, even with a diagnosis of dementia, to gain some more knowledge and experience, because things have changed such a lot on the roads. So it's to update knowledge, gain more experience and actually have more confidence in driving.
There's memory loss, there can also be some aggression, there can be sort of, not including themselves in anything socially anymore. There's just not remembering family members. It's so different.
So my advice for anybody who's suffering from any symptoms of dementia or has dementia within their everyday living is that as a hospital nurse, I would sort of say look at what your lifestyle factors are. For us in hospital, we are frequently seeing patients who come into hospital with the impact of diseases such as dementia. And one of the key things for me in my role is to sort of try and get over to patients that lifestyle is a big part of that. Risk factors that we talk about are smoking, so ideally telling people that smoking is not a good thing to do, and again trying to get over the message that not drinking too many units and drinking within the safe units, 14 units per week is a really good thing to do.
Using brain stimulating activities such as using crosswords or doing Sudoku, and socialising and trying to join different clubs and groups in the community to keep active.
For anybody who's got dementia, being more physically active is a really positive thing. It helps your mental health, it makes you feel good.
We've been looking after our heart for many years, knowing that we need to exercise and be healthy, but now we know actually by doing that we're also looking after our brain.
Research has shown time and time again that if people are more active, involved in the community, their quality of life is that much better than being sat at home, socially isolated and on their own. Link into the community, find out what's going on out there, get involved, meet new people, make new friends. You're not on your own, there's lots of support networks out there and there's some groups that do some fantastic work.
We try to get our clients out and about as much as we possibly can, because we think the best thing is to still give that person as much as their life that they've always had, and that involves taking them out into the community and still do the things that they've always loved to do.
Today I'm here talking about how volunteering can be a really good thing to do to look after your well-being as well, because if you're feeling positive, feeling relaxed, you're doing something that gives you a sense of purpose. It's really good to keep the brain active, and volunteering is a really good way of doing that.
There's a lot of research around that says that social isolation has a very negative impact on people's health and well-being, because of the lack of engagement. Stimulates parts of people's brains and parts of their systems and processes that release the right kind of chemicals that keep people's brains healthy.
When somebody becomes socially isolated, it increases depression, anxiety, and people feel removed from the community. Part of my role as a community connector is to support people getting back involved in the community, looking at what people enjoy doing and looking at giving them access to activities that they may want to get involved in.
I'm studying nursing, I'm a student nurse at the moment and in first year at the University of Manchester. What we've really benefited from as students today was seeing the wide variety of support that's available for the community.
There's often a lot of people, a lot of groups or organisations that are on your doorstep that want to kind of build communities of support, and really there's loads of different opportunities for people, so that's really great to see.
The feedback we've had from people today is that they just didn't really know about brain health and what they can do to keep themselves healthy and active. So I think people have found it really helpful today to come and speak to us and to just learn about the variety of activities that are out there rather than just, just the few that are recommended to them from their doctors or something.
I've spoken to somebody who watched my talk, and he said that he realised that he was eating too much sweet food, and after watching my talk today he said, that's it, I'm going to cut out the sweet food because of the risk of dementia.
Well, this time last year I was in a care home for end-of-life care after spending 6 months in a wheelchair, and I studied online university courses on exercise, on mindfulness, which is a viciously powerful technique, and on ancillary stuff like how to fall. Key advice is don't give up. That's the key, golden. Last year I would have had every excuse to have given up, and I didn't. But had I done so, I'm convinced I'd be dead now. Simple as that.
My husband Edward was diagnosed with dementia in 2008 and sadly passed away 3 years ago. I did care for him at home, and I wish that I'd known a lot more about dementia to help both of us during his journey. Unless you know about how it's going to affect the person with dementia, you can't deal with them in the right way and help them in the right way. So I think this event is really, really good because it gives you lots and lots of information. And I do hope that people who are just starting on the journey with their loved one, or if they're in the position that they have this condition themselves, it's not a hopeless situation.